I had to start over in crypto, and if I had no money, no experience, and no knowledge, this is exactly what I would do. This is coming from someone that's been in the crypto market for over 6 years now and basically studies crypto religiously. Over 7 figures invested in the crypto market and has zero debt. Purchased my dream car, all cash. It was not always like this. Going back just 3 years ago, I had lost everything from crypto. I thought that crypto ruined my life. So pay attention to this. On November 8th, 2023, basically 3 years ago, I lost everything. I did a Bitcoin short. The price of Bitcoin at the time was like 30,000. I did a 50x leverage. If you don't know what leverage is, it's a multiplier on your return. So it makes it a lot more risky. I mean, you could get paid more, you can make more money, but it makes it a lot more risky, and you could get something called liquidated right there, okay? Liquidated means that, you know, if you enter a trade and it hits your liquidation price, you lose everything. That's why it's super important to have a stop loss. But anyways, long story short, I lost everything on a Bitcoin short. I, had my position in, and then I added more to the position, Next thing you knew it, I had everything I owned into one position, and I lost it all overnight. I was devastated. I was asking God, why me? Why did you do this to me? That day, November 8th, 2023, was the day that changed my life. I gave my life to God that day as well. I started trusting in his plan. I'll fast forward years later, obviously God provided everything back times 100. Here are some steps that I took in crypto to get to where I am today. Number one, this is what a millionaire gave me this advice years ago when I first started 6 years ago. He said this very simply. He said, when in doubt, zoom out. It's honestly the best advice ever, especially in this current market right now. Number two is going to be dollar cost average. And what that means is basically buying more of the coins that you're investing in for long term. It doesn't mean just buying one time and having one average price. No, you should set something up where you're buying either daily, weekly, or monthly. Set long-term goals for yourself. Number three, and this one's super important and probably the hardest one to do, but you have to control your emotions. Too many people, they either panic sell or they panic buy at the wrong times because their emotions are taking control. Crypto itself is super volatile, super risky at times. It can be very good when the highs are high, but the lows are definitely low. So you really have to keep that mental in check. And that mental game in crypto probably took me years to conquer. That is super important to make sure that your mental, your headspace is in check. Another one is learn from people that already made it. Learn from someone that actually has the experience in crypto. I tried to learn it all on my own and I fell flat on my face. And this one's tricky because you don't want to learn from someone, or you don't want to pay someone for a course when they're not actually going to teach you, they're not actually going to provide you any valuable information. And the last one, super important, is understanding the difference between investing and trading. Okay, so investing, that is going to be for long term, right? So that's where most of my capital is for long term. I'm talking XRP and a couple other coins. And then for leverage trading, that's all short term. You want to be in and out of positions. And then also short term is meme coins. Okay, that's super volatile, a lot more risky. Investing, right? So just say if you're investing in Bitcoin for long term, or XRP or Ethereum, whatever the case may be, and then trading, you're in a leverage trade, right? A perpetual